It's a profound honor for me to stand here as we inaugurate and commission this 20 megawatt power plant, Your Excellency. Mr. President, yes, this is a 20 megawatt power plant, but it is also a 5.8 million thank you from the 5.8 million Liberian citizens. This is more than a plant. It is light for homes, power for schools and clinics, and energy for the businesses that will grow up the Liberia's economy. It is hope, Your Excellency. For the people of this country, and most especially the community here at Mount Coffee, it marks a real step forward in the quality of the daily life. Mr. President, this achievement stands to your credit and to the credit of the LEC and the Liberian government. On behalf of ICC, I want to begin by thanking His Excellency, the President of Liberia, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, and the government of Liberia for the trust you placed in us to deliver this project. That trust is something we never took lightly, and we hope the results speaks to how seriously we honored it. We are also honored to have delivered this project under the funding of the World Bank. It adds to a growing record of success with World Bank funded projects, work we have delivered and continue to deliver across Africa. We are proud of that partnership and what it makes possible for communities like this one. I also want to thank my own team in ICC, to our COO, Mr. Rabia Serhal, who followed this project day by day with unwavering commitment. Thank you. And to our project manager, Salim, and our entire team in Liberia, who gave their best on the ground every single day and night. This is your accomplishment. Thank you. I also thank the PIU team, the project manager, Engineer Bell, his deputy, Engineer Dominic, the project management team for their continuous cooperation, working together, made this project easier and helped us to deliver in the right way and at the right time. To everyone who contributed, known and unknown, named and unnamed, thank you. Projects like this succeeded only when many hands and many hearts pull in the same direction. Mr. President, we at ICC are proud to have been part of this milestone for Liberia. May this plant serve your people well for many years to come. Thank you, and God bless Liberia.
Entertainment, big town corporation, we all knew them to be small town.
Our country, that God gave us this country. Liberia, that God gave us this country. We are going on. Everyone here to come and pray for this country, Liberia, Liberia. God gave us this country. Sweet country, the Liberia, Liberia. God gave us this country. Pray for this country. Smaller yesterday. Smaller yesterday. Bigger today. President Waka, we say thank you. Smaller yesterday. Bigger today. President Waka, we say thank you. Smaller yesterday. Bigger today. President Waka, we say thank you. Smaller yesterday, be like today. President Waka, we say thank you. NEC family, if you have your problem, yes, if you have your problem, President Waka will solve it. NEC family, if you have your problem, President Waka will solve it. He will solve it. He will solve it. He will solve it. He will solve it. If you have your problem, President Waka will solve it. President Waka say, "Till Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia for our children." Yeah, President Waka say, "Till Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia for our children future." So struggle, struggle too. But I never kill nobody too. But I never ever keep it to survive. But I struggle, yes, the team of the Baka talking. The team of the Baka talking. Mr. Baro, the team of the Baka, the team of the Baka talking. Come on, talking. You must talk with your zip mama. Yes, I'm a banner. They will be family. We tell you thank you for your support. Our banner. They will be family. We say thank you for your support. Yes, there is no time for drought this time. President who knows you. There is no time for segregation. We must go round emergency solar power in strengthening our energy security and brings clean, renewable power onto the national grid. Your Excellency, permit me to share further encouraging news. Unit 1 of the Mount Coffee hydro plant, the 22 megawatt that was destroyed or damaged 4 years ago, to a team around 2021 has been with it mountain of 88 megawatts. Capability and the reliability of supply across the entire country. Which is now in procurement stage, with contractors suspected to be mobilized by January 2027. And guess what? The seawall bend that rehabilitated the 22 megawatts is a seawall bend that is going to finance. And it is a seawall bank that finances solar. Well, Ben, thank you. To the world belt, Mr. President, none of these happens without leadership. Your steadfast commitment to our energy sector, to renewable power, to national infrastructure, and to expanding access for ordinary Liberians has turned vision into reality. On behalf of the entire LEC body, Mr. President, we say thank you. To the World Bank and to Madam Country Manager, Georgia, your financing, your technical partnership, and your confidence in Liberia made this day possible. To all our partners, local and international, your shared vision
he will give the official message of the legislature. I've come in my capacity as chairman of the Senate Standing Committee on Hydrocarbon Energy and Environment. But most importantly, I've come in testimony of the excellent relationship that we have with the management of the Liberia Electricity Corporation. Since the appointment of Mr. Mohammed Sharif, the Senate is briefed on a regular basis on the energy sector of this country, especially as regards electricity. Since his appointment, he has continued to improve the electricity sector of this country. And we're extremely proud of his stewardship, and that is why we thought today that we should make it our business to be here to not just give him his flowers, but to also thank His Excellency the President for appointing such a distinguished gentleman who has a vision and who understands the work he was appointed to perform. Mr. President, today we are inaugurating the 20 megawatt solar farm for Liberia, and like the World Bank just said, in a year or so, it will be increased to 30. That shows that we can have more hospitals with electricity. That shows that we can have more street lights on Robertsfield Road like was inaugurated a few months ago. And that shows that we can have a better living condition. Electricity encompasses all barriers. When the light is on or when there's electricity, no one wants to know which religion you belong to or which political party you belong to or where you stand, what side of the road you stand on. It belongs to all Liberians. And no matter which part of the political divide we find ourselves, any government and any president who will endeavor to improve the energy capacity of the country must be given the flowers. So, Mr. President, I've come today to say thank you. Thank you for your tireless efforts. Thank you for your support to the management of LEC. And I also want to say thanks to my good friend, the Minister of Finance, who has continued to make available the necessary budgetary allocation to ensure that LEC can get to its peak. Yesterday, we read a document on the floor from the president for LEC, and the document was sent to the Hydrocarbon and the Finance Committee. And I can assure you, Mr. Managing Director and Mr. Minister of Finance, that having come here today and see what LEC is doing and know the potential of LEC under the stewardship of Mr. Sharif, I can assure you that we will seek and lobby for its expeditious passage to ensure that we can continue to improve the electricity sector in this country. So again, Mr. President, I want to thank you for appointing such a distinguished young man who understands the sector. I want to thank you, Mr. Managing Director, for your effort in improving the electricity condition of the country. And I want to thank the government for its continuous effort in ensuring that Liberia is lighted. Thank you, Mr. President. God bless you all.
For his comments, we welcome to the podium Honorable Richard Nangwe-Kum, Speaker of the 55th National Legislature, Republic of Liberia. A round of applause, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, other ministers of government, advisors, the management team of the LEC, to all partners, the World Bank. I'm just here to observe today because, normally these things that we legislate, we are here to see it fruition, especially when this kind of legislation get to the House. We need to follow up and make sure that these things are implemented. So my presence here today is just an observer to make sure that I can get back to the house and tell them this is what is going on the field. So like the Senate chair said, I only came to observe on behalf of the legislature, and I appreciate the work so much. I've seen the planet myself. I drove around that area two weeks ago, and I saw the work going on, and I knew this day was going to come. Today, we are not seeing the representative district because she's on a legislative assignment in China. That's why Omaruki Barry is not here. So my presence is just to say I'm here to observe, and I will take the message back to the legislature. Thank you so very much.
For a remark from our sector head, we welcome to the podium Honorable Martino Ketimba, Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Your Excellency President Joseph Jimabwakai, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, cabinet ministers, members of the legislature here present, the World Bank family, our development partner, Mr. MD and the LEC family. We want to take this time to thank the World Bank. I remember the first time I had an encounter with the World Bank. I made this statement to them that we have been too much theoretical, and it's now time to walk the talk. And I'm happy that today we are dedicating this sponsor by as the respite program. There was an old man, Mr. President, I'd like to share this with you. There was an old man in our village, he served as clan chief for 30 years. Anytime you ask him for us to pray, to start a meeting, he didn't want to close his eyes. He said he didn't want to pray to God because in our dialect, when you say let's pray, it means that let's beg God. He said he didn't want to beg God. I asked him why, and he said, those who crucify the only begotten Son of God are enjoying themselves. They fly in the planes, they are on the ship, the best SUV, and the best houses you think about. You listen to one person's bank account is more than Liberia Bank annual budget. God is blessing you. I was nowhere near there. The guys who crucify God's Son, when they give God, you join and say, I'm sitting down in the bus, and you say, I should pray. I'm not going to pray. And what I captured from him was like this, Mr. President. Did we really offend God to say God cursed us in Liberia that we cannot develop? No, we didn't do anything bad to God. All we need here is a mature, responsible, and far-sighted leadership in this country that will make us to put our acts together and move forward. That's what we need. And that's the president we have today. The president, the energy sector has a lot of key technicians committed and dedicated personnel that can move this country forward and make this country energy independent. And this is just one of it that you see here. The number of LOIs that are coming, more especially in the RPP corridor, is overwhelming. And our relationship with the LEC family is flourishing day by day, and the progress is certain. The time of delivery of providing the quality services to our people is our target. And LEC, as our operating arm, has always been there working with to brief us regularly to make sure that we get on top of the availability of power. Since 1847, Mr. President, we are not happy with where we are. We're not supposed to be to where we are. We need to move forward. We cannot be from 1847 and still be evacuating power from neighboring countries when in fact we are the grandfather of Africa. We are supposed to be supplying them power. That's our determination, and I'm of the stronger conviction that we can achieve this in the shortest possible period of time. And my last word to the World Bank, as I said, we are much more in the direction to be much more pragmatic than theoretical, that you have demonstrated the practicality here today. We are looking up to St. Paul too as well, to walk the talk. We want to see St. Paul too at the fruition. We want to see the mobilization to bring St. Paul too to speed. World Bank, we are with you, and you are our development partner. We will always be knocking at your door at the same time watching our own back. There are some other things that we are putting in place that when you come for us to combine our effort to move our country forward, we too old to be here. That's why President Barker said we should think this country, love this country, and build it. And that's the process that's on now. As we invite Honorable Snow just said, despite our political alignment and the thing, what we have is Liberia to move forward. I also pray for the success of this country, then the country to come down. Thank you.
We welcome to the podium, Honorable Augustine K. Gaffron, Minister, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning.
His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, Richard Nangwe-Kun, Speaker of the National, Honorable Snow, Head of the Hydrocarbon Committee of the Senate, and other legislators, if present, the sector minister, the Minister of Mines and Energy, Rachel Matanaka-Tingba, the Minister of Justice, and other colleagues from the executive. I will be remiss if I don't recognize the superintendent of Moserado County, in whose territory we have been welcomed, the chairman of the board of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, Mr. Abbott Fall, and the dynamic managing director of management and team of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, the country manager of the World Bank, Georgia Walling, and other partners, friends, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to address something that is critical to the development of this country. We have been intervening in other sectors on the development journey. A few weeks ago, we were launching the start of a cadet program in Banga where 1,100 young people are being recruited by government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, sponsored by the government of Liberia, will be deployed across ministries, agencies, and private sector entities, including the UN, for 6 months in internship program to ease their path toward the workplace. We have put money in the budget, thanks to the legislature, approved some money, almost $4 million for the recruitment of more young people in our national army. We have also put money in the budget, and the police will start to recruit. We are expanding activities in a lot of sectors, education, health, and what have you. But to address the critical issue of development, we got to address the binding constraints to growth. Because all that we will do will be peripheral, will be on the surface if we do not tackle the major constraint to growth. And in our assessment, there are major constraints to growth. The energy sector is way up there. Then we're talking about road connectivity and others. So when we are talking about roads and we're talking about energy, it's because we want to deal with our problem at the root. We always say that the private sector is the engine of growth. But I always add that energy is the engine of the private sector. And so the government is clear-eyed about this. That's why even when we got reconfirmed under the MCC compact, the president, the government agreed with the Americans that the energy sector will be the primary sector to benefit from MCC support. We are mobilizing support from the World Bank, the African Development Bank, through the Mission 300 initiative. President Boyka led the team to Tanzania last year, the African Energy Compact, Energy Summit, where we committed as a government to increasing energy access. At the time, it was, I think, around 30%, to nothing less than 75%. And we are on the way up. Dr. Sharif has just told me that I think we're just around 39, almost reaching 40% now. So we're climbing. We will put in our budgetary resources to this effort. And when I see the Speaker, Honorable Snow, and other legislators, I'm more confident to say so. That's why when we got the META extra money, we took 50 million of that amount and put it to the energy sector. And one of the things you can rest assured of, Dr. Sharif, is that the energy sector will continue to be a permanent residence in the Liberian budget, and not just a permanent residence, but will take bigger and bigger spaces. I want to agree with Honorable Snow on the issue of development, what it does to the country. I've always said that the best way to unite the country is to develop the country. Because the light that will be provided does not discriminate among political party members, religious affiliation, tribal, or what have you. The roads we are building, we do not ask for political party ID cards to tell people to get on the road. The health facilities we are constructing, the more than 100 schools we are rehabilitating and are constructing across the country, which project will soon begin. There will be no question as to your alignment, whatever alignment. Because the only alignment we care for is that you are a citizen or resident of this country. So we'll continue to do more. I want to say that sometimes I feel sorry for Sharif. And I once said that the president of this government is suffering from what I call the paradox of excellence. When people expect that you can score A, they don't tolerate your B. Or when the test is so tough, when people are scoring F's and D's and you score C, they will still say you fail because they are judging you by your high standards. Mr. Sharif, you know, you are a man of high standards. Federals and others working with him, Gonka, you people are excellent people. And Liberian people know what you can do. So when you score B, you know, when the terrain is tough, please forgive Liberian people because they're judging you because they know you are A performers. There are global crises, but sometimes those things are not factored in your grading. But from what I know, you've been doing well, and I can assure that we will continue to support. So today, we are dedicating the 20 megawatt solar project. Today, we are also dedicating the rehabilitation of the 22 megawatts turbine that got damaged, I think, about 4 years ago. So today is historic. This is what we are charged to do. The other thing we're going to do today with the World Bank, the World Bank country manager and myself we're going to sign 3 agreements. 3 agreements, I think, amounting to a total amount of 125 million United States dollars. The first one is a 50 million West Africa Regional Digital Integration Program, WADIP, which will help us to expand broadband access and digital connectivity to this country. It will strengthen cybersecurity and digital governance, promote digital entrepreneurship and innovation, support e-commerce, and many other things. The other project we're going to sign is this RESPRA project, additional financing of 57 million. Yes. It will help us to expand Mankofi Hydro Power Plant. It will help us to deploy battery energy storage systems and many others. The other, and this will be 57 million, as I said. The last one we're going to sign is the Southeastern Corridor Road Asset Management Project, SECAM. It's an additional financing for the 100 kilometer Ganta to Zwedru Highway. We're going to improve road connectivity, reduce travel time, which has been reduced, and reduce cost of transport. So there's a great day for this country. And so I want to say thanks to the World Bank that has been a partner in taking team. Thanks to the President for the guidance. Thanks to the legislature for the support. Thanks to the Liberian people for the prayers. We government will know that the reward we get for doing anything positive is the burden to do more. And so we know, as I usually say, we still have miles to trek on this development journey. More to do. Yes, but today is better than yesterday. And tomorrow will be better than today. And day after tomorrow will be better than tomorrow. Thank you very much.
So while we go to the World Bank for the signing of these agreements, we call on Big Town Social Club to entertain us while we sign.
I'm from Liberia. I'm from Yeah. Our sister Kango, we are Mama. Yeah, all the people we are hello, la mira. Hello, la mira. Our sister Kanto, we are Mama. On est bizarre, on est we are those our partner, they want the family. We say thank you for your support. Our partner, they want the family. We say thank you for your support. Yes, our partner, they want the family. We tell you thank you for your support. Our partner, they want the family. We should thank you for your support. President Waka, here we just us, everywhere you may go, God will bless you. President Waka, here we just us, everywhere you may go, God will bless you. We got nothing to give you. We got nothing to give you. We got nothing to give you. God will bless you. We got nothing to give you. We got nothing to give you. We got nothing to give you. God will bless you. I no hablo ella, so I no hablo ella, no hablo ella, sí. No hablo ella,
Thank you very much, Big Town Social Club. Now we call on the cultural troupe of the Liberia Tourism Authority for another round of entertainment. We say, I say, you say, we say, this is the time to come together. There's not a time for confusion. This is the time. We say. We're we say, I say, oh yeah. We say thank you, the President Boga. We say thank you, the President Boga. President Boga, for your good work you are doing for what other good work for condition, electricity, and good education. Liberia come together, Liberia come together, Liberia come together, let us build new Liberia. Oh yeah, Liberia come together, Liberia come together, Liberians come together, Liberians come together, Liberians come together, I love build new Liberia. Liberians come together, Liberians come together. Nenuka pakuto, gula biranina to. Johnny Wajaye, Olele go Sagoa. Oh, Johnny Wajaye. Hey, Johnny Wajaye. Johnny Wajaye. A round of applause for the cultural team.
Big Town Group, don't worry, you are not being forgotten. Mr. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Hydrocarbon Energy and Environment, and other members of the National Legislature, members of the President's Cabinet, Madam Country Director of the World Bank and other development partners, Mr. Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, Mr. Managing Director, senior management and staff of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, prelates and members of the clergy, former officials of government. Lest I forget, Mr. Superintendent of Masurado County, Mr. Commissioner of the Township of Harrisburg, and residents of the Township of Harrisburg. Mr. CEO of ICCO, and members of the contractual team, members of the business community, performing artists, all other invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of the dedication of the Regional Emergency Solar Power Intervention Project, it is my pleasing duty at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, who will make remarks on this occasion and perform the dedication ceremony.
Good afternoon. Please have your seats. I recognize the President of the Speaker of the House and the Chairman, Senate Chairman on electricity, members of the Cabinet, World Bank partners, our contractor, reliable contractor, members of the LEC family, the superintendent of this county, our citizens and community members. And I say thank you every time you come to these programs. You assure us of your commitment and absolute support is happening here. I've seen that the Honorable Gaffron said, I think unity to focus around development. So for those people who probably might be in different parties, the best tablets to keep you well, and you have to get used to it because every day you hear good things happening. So you might as well start getting used to it. No need. And so we will continue because this is what we have come to do. This should help us to bring us together. It is a pleasure to join you this morning for the dedication of a 20 megawatt solar farm, an important addition to Liberia's energy infrastructure and a further step in our nation's development. Marks a significant progress in our efforts to address one of Liberia's long-standing challenges, access to reliable, affordable electricity. This project demonstrates our resolve to expand infrastructure, stimulate economic activity, create jobs, and improve lives of our people. We are dedicating this project in less than 24 months since we broke ground on October 11, 2024. Thank you very much. We're in a hurry. Of our people. Community. Purpose. Access to a trade, mining, agriculture, and commerce. Simply put, reliable electricity creates opportunity for growth and progress. So this understanding is reflected in the infrastructure pillar of our arrest agenda for inclusive development. Our administration is investing in roads, ports, digital connectivity, water system, and energy, because these are the foundation upon which strong economies are built. As we work to diversify Liberia's economy, we are placing particular emphasis on manufacturing and value addition. I have gone around and seen some of the things that are made in Liberia now because of electricity. We want to process more of our agricultural products, minerals and timber, and other resources here at home, creating jobs and retaining greater value within our economy. And I must admit, as we go around, we see a lot of things that are made in Liberia. As some of us didn't believe they were here because of reliable electricity, which is essential to this effort. Factories, processing plants, and other industrial facilities require dependable power to operate effectively and remain competitive. By experiencing our energy capacity, we are creating the condition for industrial growth and private sector investment. We are also laying the groundwork for a vibrant 24-hour economy. Modern economy should not come to a halt when daylight ends. Businesses, industries, and transportation services and commercial centers must be able to operate safely and productively around the clock. Reliable electricity extends productive hours, encourages entrepreneurship, and creates additional employment opportunities. This is especially important for our young people. Liberia's future depends on the ability to create opportunities for them to work, innovate, and contribute meaningfully to national development. Expanding access to electricity strengthens our ability to attract investment, support enterprises, create jobs across multiple sectors. Energy also contributes to personal and community security. Well-lit streets, schools, health facilities, markets, and public places help to create safer communities. And we say safer communities for our people. Reliable electricity strengthens communication, supports security services, and enables citizens to go about their daily lives with greater confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, this solar farm speaks to our promise to a representative community and a more resilient future. So I recommend all who help make this project a reality that we continue our efforts to do so. I want to commend you, the engineers, the technicians, the contractors, investors, development partners, government institutions, and community members whose effort made this day possible. I want to thank you. I wish to also recognize the leadership of the Liberia Electricity Corporation, particularly the managing director. You heard me in time past say, never send a boy to do a man's job. And you know when the man is doing the job, Honorable Mohammed F. Sharif, the chairman and members of the board of directors, together with corporation management and staff, want to thank you. While we celebrate this achievement, we recognize that much work remains. We must continue to expand access to electricity, strengthen our transmission and distribution system, and ensure that the benefit of development reach communities across Liberia. I want to thank you, Mohammed, for recognizing your workforce. And sometimes we forget those who keep our promises, and they're the ones who want to thank you very much. Our goal is clear: to remove the obstacles of growth, improve public services, create opportunities in our citizens, and build a more prosperous and inclusive nation. Together, we will build the infrastructure that will power Liberia's development, support economic transformation, and improve the quality of life of our people for generations to come. I always tell people, whatever we're doing now should have been done 100 years ago. So I have no regret or feeling that what we're doing should be done, should not be done. With humility, it's now my greatest pleasure, on behalf of the people of Liberia, to dedicate this project. And in all that we do, as I always say, we must think Liberia, love Liberia, and together we build a good life. God bless you, and thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, I have the microphone. I have my other president. Mr. President, thank you so much. You're going to press the green button. When the president presses the green button, you see in there, you have about 3 to 4 lights. All these solar lights will come on. And you see over there, there is a screen. The screen will tell you currently the megawatts that is going on our grid. At the lower end corner of the screen, you will see one over there. So, Mr. President, please the green button to on the light.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, so I press the green button.
Yes. So, you see on the screen there? Somebody please read that number, the lower right-hand corner. 12.3 is going up all the way to 18 to 20 megawatts that will go on a grid. Mr. President, as we speak, the solar energy coming from the solar is currently on our grid. And that's why you see improvement in the distribution, no load shedding for the past week, unless your distribution feeder or transformer has got a problem. This solar is really helping, and they bringing on board the 22 megawatt of the unit 1. So, Mr. President, over to you.
Thank you so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, next we have the guided tour. We're going to drive through the solar farm up to the delivery station where we will cut the ribbon. And then His Excellency will take a tour of the delivery station, and then we'll come back here for refreshments. So if you're sitting here where we have the VIPs and you have a PPE, you can take the tour with us. And also if you're sitting under the tent and you have PPEs, you can take the tour with us. If you do not have any protective gear, please do not take the tour.
The groundbreaking by President His Excellency Joseph Boakai was held on October 11, 2024. This occasion was graced by many dignitaries, including the World Bank, who serves as the financier for this project in the CEO of the United
These are the urban areas where you have the schools or you have other areas. Yeah, we have other areas so much. I can show you also territories. This is one area. Several quality measures as we execute this project, such as the various technical design processes, whether we electric or civil or mechanical, and we've done all of that. the areas where you have the schools or you have other areas? Yeah, we have other areas so much. Can show you also territories. This is one area.
Walk right, nothing stops that rising tide. Hey, 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 the sound across the land. Opportunity is close at hand. Every effort, every plan. Building strong, that is our stand. New ideas are taking flight. Turning dreams to living sight. Work all day, celebrate at night. Growing strong, shining bright. Clap your hands. One time. Lift your voice. Feel alive. When we move together, we thrive. Dance for the development. Move your feet like determination. Lead the beat. Hearts united in the streets. Victory feels so sweet. Dance for the progress. Turn around. Let that happiness resound. Hear the celebration sound. New momentum now is found. Young and old, stepping out. This is what it's all about. Confidence replaces doubt. Watch the transformation sprout. From ambition comes the change. Reaching heights will start to strain. Now the possibility reigns. See how far we can arrange. Move left, move right. Forward now. Feel the light. Jump once, spin twice. Celebrate the sacrifice. Don't stop it. Keep that motion. Ride the wave on. Dedication. Dance for the development. Voice is strong. Feel the power all night long. We've been waiting far too long. Now the future calls our song.
LIB, stand up. From Warrior City all the way to Sockin' Pier, stand up. 2015, we still alive, yeah. So fresh. Plastic body, only aqua plastic ball in your area. Yeah. In your area. Yeah. I breaking laws in your area. In your area. Yeah. I breaking laws in your area. Introduction. Shining man, Mr. Working Man, aka everybody man. I fresh on the pen, that money grant you. You want your own labor date, and I ate you. I jelly on the ground, Mary. My in the Jew crate, taking no serene. I got her friend, and her other friend calling.
Johnny, man, why you at? I'm time you not coming.
You are coming. I got a whole country hostage. Every girl, I got a fireplace. I got it old and the young paying quarter say. Even the children, I say, Shani, what did you say? Juice that she baby machine scared of belly. Only thing she won't see in my hand, I well. I think at least better, so she feel I feel it. I would eat her on grade. I well, I get let. You are biggie,
They call me the soldier ball. The no star general.
For me,
I the macaroni chicken ball. The only macaroni chicken ball in your area.
I'm on your block.
I'm in your area.
Yeah,
I put the north in your area.
I'm in your
I'm in your area.
yeah.
I put the north in your area.
some say I'm a rude boy. My just all the time, and I'm school boy. I the aqua lab plastic ball, the only aqua lab plastic ball in your area.
Yeah,
In your area.
yeah.
I break the laws in your area.
All in your pocket.
In your area.
Yeah,
I break the law.
I'm in your area. I got my Jew in your area. I'm in your area. I got my music playing in your area. Listen, I'm in your area. I got my whole city in your area. Yeah. I told ya. SOULFRESH. We the idiots in this bitch. Yeah. My team strong. WLB. We bring heat to the street.
Rising. Head for the progress, side to side. Let the joy become our guide. When the people walk in stride, nothing stops that rising tide. The sound of crossplay land, opportunity is close at hand. Every effort, every time, building strong. That is our stand. New ideas are taking flight, turning dreams to living sight. We're going to celebrate at night, growing strong, shining bright. Lift your hands, one time, lift your voice, feel alive. When we move together, we thrive. Dance for the development, move your feet, let determination lead the beat. Once united in the streets, victory feels so sweet. For the progress turn around, let that happiness resound. Hear the celebration sound, new momentum now is found. Young and old stepping out, this is what it's all about. Confidence replaces doubt, watch the transformation sprout. From ambition comes the change, reaching heights will start to strange. Now the possibility reigns, see how far we can arrange. Move left, move right, forward now, feel the light. Jump once, spin twice, celebrate the sacrifice. No stopping, keep that motion, ride the wave on. Dedication. Development is not just seen, it is felt. It is felt. Put your hands up. Feel the rhythm. Feel the pride. Let the beat drops. Let's move forward. Development is here. Dance. Dance for the development. Move your feet. Feel the future in the rhythm and the beat. Step forward, don't accept defeat. We are rising. Dance for the progress, side to side. Let the joy become our guide. When the people walk in stride, nothing stops that rising tide. The sound across the land. Opportunity is close at hand. Every effort, every plan. Building strong, that is our stand. New ideas are taking flight. Turning dreams to living sight. Work all day, celebrate at night. Growing strong, shining bright. Clap your hands. One time. Lift your voice. Feel alive. When we move together, we thrive. Dance for the development. Move your feet. Like determination. Lead the beat. Hearts united in the streets. Victory feels so sweet. Dance for the progress, turn around, let that happiness resound. Hear the celebration sound, new momentum now is found. Young and old stepping out, this is what it's all about. Confidence replaces doubt, watch the transformation sprout. From ambition comes the change, reaching heights will start to strange. Now the possibility reigns, see how far we can arrange. Move left, move right, forward now, feel the light. Jump once, spin twice, celebrate the sacrifice. No stopping, keep that motion, ride the wave on. Dedication. Strong. Feel the power all night long. We've been waiting far too long. Now the future calls our song. Dance for the prophet lifted high. See the promise in the sky. Together we amplify. This is our time to rise. When the rhythm keeps calling, keep moving forward, keep building, keep dancing. Development is not just seen, it is felt. It is felt. We are rising. Feel the heat. Hey, hey, hey. Dance for the progress, side to side. Let the joy become our guide. When the people walk in stride, nothing stops that rising tide. Hey, hey, hey. The sound across the land. Opportunity is close at hand. Every effort, every plan. Building strong, that is our stand. New ideas are taking flight. Turning dreams to living sight. Work all day, celebrate at night. Growing strong, shining bright. Clap your hands. One time. Lift your voice. Feel alive. When we move together, we thrive. Especially the beat, once you light it in the streets, victory feels so sweet. Dance for the progress, turn around, let that happiness resound. Hear the celebration sound, new momentum now is found. Change, reaching heights won't stop to strain. Now the possibility reigns. See how far we can arrange. Move left, move right, forward now. Feel the light. Jump once, spin twice. Celebrate the stack of. Put your hands up. Feel the rhythm, feel the pride. When the beat drops, we move forward. Development is here. Dance. Dance for the development. Move your.
Couple of